Today we're asking what's next in love, so pick from pile 1 or 2 and we'll get straight into your reading. You're entering a new phase, really. Pile number 1, you pick these Sea Oracle cards, so I'm going to shuffle them and we'll see what's coming through for you. We're asking what's next in love. Okay, so pick 3 cards. So you've got Forgive, May You Let It Be. Journey, May You Seek Adventure. And Soothed, May You Settle Gently even as the waves break above. So I feel like you've been through something quite significant and it feels like it's over a period of time. In some ways, as much as this is a relationship reading, this relates very deeply to you, yourself, you know, your inner life as well. I feel like a lot of trauma has come up for you, but you've been able to, there might have been a healing journey here, you know, with Soothed and with Journey. You've really been through a process, but rather than you feeling completely overwhelmed by what you've been through, in some ways you've healed, in some ways you're in the process of healing, and you've had a new perspective on this experience that you might not have had previously. So if you feel like a pattern has been repeating or something like that, this time it's been a bit different. It might still have been really wounding, but with Forgive is pointing me to the process of healing, of letting go, and possibly of seeing things in a different way. So we have Play, May You Seek Out Fun and Connection. Ease, May It Be Effortless. So clearly what's next in love is things becoming a lot easier. I feel like you've stepped into the truth of who you are. You've known who you are, but you've ended up in similar patterns and have felt stuck. I'm feeling that you're entering a new phase where you've really, I think you've just, it's almost like I'm seeing you witnessing yourself. You've really been able to see yourself and to recognize that you deserve the things that you want, and you've maybe learned how to set boundaries or to ask to have your needs met. And there's been a soothing, you know, we have the Soothe card, there's been a soothing in this journey, but you're stepping into more play and more ease. So I'm going to pick a couple of tarot cards and see what comes through. In the not too distant future I will have an overhead view of the cards, but I haven't been able to set that up yet in this new space to film in, so stay tuned. What's next in love, pile number 1? Wow, I'm feeling a lot of emotion coming through as I'm shuffling the cards. Okay, so we have the 3 of Cups, Celebrations. We have the Magician. So I'm feeling a lot of power with the Magician and the 3 of Cups. I feel like you're going to really be able to start manifesting with clarity. What I feel like has been happening is whatever you've been trying to manifest, and I think this is generally, although I'm sure it relates specifically to love, but I think it's just generally in your life, you've ended up manifesting certain situations or patterns that have really dragged you down. You might have felt depressed at times, and it's because this energy is wanted to clear from your field. So something that you've been through in the past, you know, patterns repeat until we are able to find the support we need to be able to heal. There is something significant that has been healed. It may be quite difficult to be able to define exactly what it is. It might be quite elusive. It could have been something that your inner child was resonating with, so it might be harder to define exactly what it is, but there's been a shift, and you're stepping into this very powerful energy. It's going to feel like coming back to yourself. So whether you're manifesting a partner or friendships or relationships generally, it's going to be easier for you to define what you want and what you don't want. And I'm even seeing this within existing relationships, where if you feel like there's a repeating pattern or a certain dynamic with particular people that you don't like, it's going to be easier for you to just recognize within yourself. I'm seeing you standing in your aura and recognizing, I actually don't want this dynamic, and because there's less of an interaction with it, so there's less of it's not having so much of an effect on you, that energy is going to start dropping off. Let's see what else we have here. Page of Pentacles, Prospects. So I'm seeing a lot of opportunities coming your way in terms of love and relationships. It might even be that there's a sort of flurry of activity in this area for a while, And what I feel like Spirit's saying this is going to help you realise is just how much you've shifted, how much the energy has shifted around you. I don't feel like this is going to last forever. I think there just might be a period of time, it could be, say, 6 weeks or from sort of a month to 3 months maybe, where you might be meeting a lot of people who you really gel with. And again, I do feel like this relates to more than romantic relationships. I think it's a sort of general theme. I feel like Spirit's sort of saying, don't overthink it. Don't overthink the process. Enjoy it. With, the Three of Cups celebration, enjoy this period of time. Things will settle down, so it won't be this busy forever. So I've got the Knight of Pentacles, trust. I just feel like you're entering a whole new era in terms of your relationships with others. I feel like this is a really, really positive time for you. You've done a lot of hard inner work. You've healed a lot. This is creating a blank slate for you to move forward in your relationships. And it's a time to just, I almost feel like to kick back and relax and just enjoy the ride. Don't take it too seriously, just enjoy it. I feel like you're going to notice that how you react to others is really shifting. So I really hope that this supported you. Check out the other readings on the channel and subscribe if you'd like more readings from me. Your spirit guides are saying, let's just move into the future. Pile number 2, what's next in love? We're going to shuffle these tarot cards and see what comes through for you. Okay, pile number 2 we have Seven of Swords, deceit, the Devil, obsession, Page of Pentacles, prospects. I feel like you've been really doubting something here, deeply, deeply doubting, but also feeling like you're not fully connected to yourself, and so you're not trusting the doubt. There's something you've been feeling quite confused about. With the Seven of Swords, there's an energy coming through where it's like your mind, your rational mind, is trying to tell you what to do about a situation, but it's like you're in argument with yourself in some way. There's a sort of, you want to take one direction, but you're feeling very conflicted. I feel like you're coming to the end of this stage, this cycle, and I'm trying to ask, okay, what was the lesson in this? Was there something to learn here? This situation relates to either a romantic partner or other relationships in your life, but there's just this intense self-doubt and very deep limiting beliefs, and they're so deep that it's almost hard to decipher what they are. But I feel like it's stuff that's lurked under the surface for a long time. You might have felt the presence of limiting beliefs, but you're so used to that feeling that you don't realize they're there, and then in this cycle they've really come up to the surface a lot more. They've materialized, I'm feeling, with the Devil card. In a way, I feel like these limiting beliefs, I'm getting emotional as this is coming through, because it feels like an inner child work, and this is somewhat similar. There's a similarity here with pile number 1, so you might want to check that out as well if you are drawn to it. But your inner child, it's like your inner child just wanted you to observe what's lurking in the subconscious, and once it's observed, it can then pass. It can move away, and you're moving more into this Page of Pentacles card. So I'm going to pick some more cards and see what's next in your love life. It's just this sadness that's coming through. So we have the Queen of Cups, empathy. I feel like this is what you have been looking for in romantic connections. A sense of connection, a sense of empathy. I'm feeling that the subconscious mind has not been on board with this. The subconscious mind has doubted that you're witnessing empathy from others. And it just feels like a very particular period of time where a lot of doubt has come up. But you're moving forward into a more mature understanding of empathy and recognizing it when it's there. It's like you've put a new pair of glasses on, and you can really see when people are sharing from their hearts and interested in you and wanting to connect on a heart level with you. So you're going to be able to see this more clearly when it's there. The Wheel of Fortune, karma. So I feel like this has just been you're really kind of in it. You might be going through quite an intense astrological cycle. With the Wheel of Fortune, I'm feeling like spirit guides are now eager for you to move on. Like, let's get past this. It wasn't easy. I don't feel like there's a full understanding of what happened, and I'm not even sure that that's going to entirely materialize, because it's one of those things where maybe we can't fully understand. I think there's a book by Carl Jung called, I think it's The Red Book, where he explores his subconscious, and he says he spent, I think, 2 years deeply exploring his subconscious, and then that was material for him to try to understand for the rest of his life. It's almost like that. It's like, this is really deep stuff. Sometimes we don't fully understand it. I feel like your spirit guides are saying, let's just move into the future. And there's an eagerness to really shift gears dramatically, focus on your outwards self, you know, how you are in the world, which could be through meeting someone new, new friendships, new career opportunities possibly. It just feels like things want to start moving really quickly. The Fool, new beginning. And I feel like there's a message coming through from Spirit to not focus too much on what you've been through on this experience, because there isn't really a full way of understanding it, and I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to get stuck in ruminating on what has just happened. Let's pick some of these cards and see what comes through. Sorry if my voice is going a little, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, so bear with me. We've got happy, happy. Round and round. I feel like you're just going into a really good cycle. You know, one cycle is shifted and one cycle is beginning. It definitely feels like you're at this point where it's really hard. It's like, I just feel like you're not entirely grounded. In some ways you're more grounded than you've ever been, but in some ways you're not really sure what's next. And I think it's, if you're trying to manifest something, it's like, what do I even manifest right now? I'm not sure. I would let the dust settle, so to speak. It feels like you've been through a big transformation, but things are going to get a lot easier. What you want in love, whether this is an existing relationship or a new one, is going to happen, but I think it's going to really take you by surprise. And I feel like it's just about allowing that to happen. We have Yang. And I'm feeling like taking action with Yang energy is more about just you doing what lights you up, what brings you joy. It's just about kind of just being you, just seeing what happens, trying to be open to the energy shifting around you. So I hope you found this really helpful. Do check out the other readings on the channel and subscribe for more videos as well.